Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a membership style, fusion style, Asian fusion style video. And today I'm going to be talking about something that I wanted to expand on the podcast, and eventually we will, for sure, because I'm going to bring it up. But we're also waiting for the right guest. I know exactly who. And you'll see. Anyways, go follow the podcast. We're on Spotify, all that shit. It's going to be down below. And okay. Also, for the gifted members, enjoy your membership. Go watch all the other videos before this and enjoy this secret style content. Now, today I'm going to talk about, like I said, a topic that I wanted to expand on the podcast, but I'm going to bring it up here because it's a membership video. Now, the topic is what I would call meme complaints. Now, the meme complaints is things that DSP fans, admirers, orbiters, individuals that like him, and he himself, the complaints they make towards the trolls, and the most common ones, you know, stuff that you can see in YouTube comments, stuff that you can see in like a live chat when some random fucking DSP dick rider comes along. And I'm gonna try and, I don't know about debunk, but I'm gonna answer with my rebuttal. Let's call it like this. Well, let's start with the first one, which is you're obsessed with DSP. You, yes, you. Why are you obsessed with DSP? Now, this one is pretty dumb. I've said in the past, I watch DSP for the reality show aspect. I watch him for the entertainment aspect. And naturally, from watching him for a long time, I've learned a lot of stuff about him. And he certainly shares way too much with the world. And therefore, a lot of people are going to learn a lot of stuff about him since he talks about it so much. Now, you can learn as much as you want about him, follow him as much as you want. And in the end of the day, the dude uploads like 6 hours of content every day and expects the people who like him to watch all of it, or at least most of it, because otherwise, why does it even exist? But if you're a person that doesn't like him and you watch that stuff, you're obsessed. Come on, I like it. I just like it in a different way, not the way that it was intended to be liked. Now, let's go to number two. Number two is the trolls are a cult. And they all circle jerk each other, and they all have a hive mind of the same opinions, and they are a cult, okay? Now, this is not true on like 1,000 levels, and here's a couple. First of all, most people in this community are scrutinized and called out whenever they do something stupid. You spread misinformation, you're gonna get called out. Either it's on Twitter, on Kiwi Farms, in a video, in a community post, in a whatever. And therefore your credibility goes down. So if you want to talk about Phil and speculate, people are going to take you with a pinch of salt. Now you flip this on Phil, and it kind of applies way more to him than it does to us. Because as you saw, we have a podcast now. So we're three people that we can all challenge each other and talk about our different ideas and what we agree on and what we don't. And when was the last time fucking Phil went on somebody's podcast? It was the fucking quartering, right? The quartering. And they had agreed previously to the questions. Well, there you go. Now, other levels, well, when this is not correct, is we don't have a cult mentality. We endorse looking for evidence. We endorse looking for facts. As you can see on Kiwi Farms, when DSP's bank information was leaked, people naturally questioned it. Naturally, the reason, like how it was true and all the explanation, it came afterwards, and it was all explained and it all made sense, right? Therefore, this guy that broke the bank leak stuff, he has credibility. There we go. So it's really not a cultish type of thing. Now, the third thing, I guess, is you're only doing this for the money. And of course, I can only talk about myself. And with the previous ones, I think I touched up a bit in a general sense. But for this one specifically, I can only talk about myself. Now, there is so many things that I could have done with my skills on YouTube, even just simply on YouTube, if I wanted to make money. I didn't have to show my face, didn't have to put in my voice. I didn't have to do anything. With the things that I know and that I can do, I could have done many things that would make me more money. And there are many more niches that are way more lucrative than this. You can even only talk about politics. If you're solely in it for the money, you just pick a side, you just talk about politics, you agree with what everybody is saying on your side, and then eventually you're gonna profit. So this is for me. And again, I don't put ads on my shit because it's hypocritical, because I use ad block. I don't watch anybody's ads, not on my PC, not on my phone, only on the PlayStation. That barely ever happens. Now, the next one is you dedicate your whole life to hating Phil, this is one of the most meme ones, to the point where it borders on lunacy, because people assume, and this is, of course, this is one of the categories that goes into like all the straw man stuff, where somebody would just assume something and then go off based on that to make further arguments. And the thing that they assumed is bullshit. This kind of sounds like somebody that we know, huh? Starting with the PP ending in Burnell. Anyways, what I was gonna say is the straw man of you're spending all your time on Phil, you dedicated your whole internet presence. This is the funniest shit, and he says this quite a bit. Him specifically, of course, Dick Ryder say it as well. If you go on fucking on Kiwi Farms, read the shit, the garbage that Only Iced Coffee has posted on Kiwi Farms is basically a parroting of the same thing. It's regurgitating the same information. And I mean, what am I supposed to say to this? I exist outside of this channel. I exist in real life. Come on, what am I supposed to say to this? The next one falls into the same category is, why did you spend all this time doing X when you could have spent all this time doing Y? And I'm gonna give a very brief, short example. Because I can put on a live stream, or put on a video, or go on Twitter, shitpost some shit, and potentially entertain somebody. Potentially, there is the possibility of potentially entertaining somebody, making somebody else have fun, benefiting somebody else but me. Or I could use the same time and play video games, and just sit there and play video games. Nothing is done. And that's just what I decide. I would rather, when I have a free day, soulmate's not home, just like right now, I just make a video, just make a stream, something that's gonna benefit somebody else but me. But naturally, people that like Phil, they're not familiar with something that benefits somebody that's not you, because that's not something DSP is capable of. And I think I ran out of all the meme complaints. If there are anyone that can think of some more things, post them below. We're gonna talk about them on the podcast when the time comes. And until then, keep watching my shit, blow my stuff up, and keep watching the other guys. Xmortis got a new video that is great about how he became a detractor. We got a podcast. If you haven't heard it, go hear it. It's DSP related, but also we're gonna talk about other stuff at some point when we figure it out. Next episode probably gonna be on Sunday, after DSP's podcast pre-stream. We're gonna be back to back. We're gonna talk about the 50K. We're gonna talk about a bunch of shit. So make sure you make it and you spam emotes in chat. You can also follow it on Twitter and chill, interact. That's it. Thanks for being a sub member. If somebody gifted you this membership, go and give them a nice kiss on the cheek and be very grateful that you have this amazing privilege. All right, I'm gonna see you next time for the next paywalled exclusive fucking video. And until then, go away. Bye.